Hey guys, happy Halloween. So today's Halloween tutorial is going to be this unzippered look, which I love doing. It's really fun and easy. So I'm just taking a really long zipper and I'm first just gonna measure it because I want it to go all the way down my neck. So I'm going to take some liquid latex and just start to put it on the back of the zipper, just as basically as the glue. It's going to help it stick to your skin. And then I'm just going to measure it down my neck, and once I know where I'm going to put it, I'm going to start using cotton and latex on the edge of the zipper, because what it's going to do, it's going to look like the zipper is like stuck into your skin, and it's also going to help everything blend better. So I just put a layer of latex, a layer of cotton, and then another layer of latex, and just make sure there's no cotton without latex still there. You want all of the cotton to be completely covered in latex. After that, I'm gonna start outlining the main parts of my skull side of the face. So I'm going to start outlining the nose, the eye, and then also where I'm going to be putting the teeth as well as the jawline. And it just helps to map out like where everything is going to be, and it's also going to help when I start adding the white paint for the skull portion of the look. And I'm actually just using gel eyeliner for the black parts of my face because it stays longer than face paint, and also it's a lot blacker. And now I'm just taking, this is just white face paint. I'm going to set it so that everything blends over it more easily, but I'm just going to be applying that in all of the negative spaces on my face. And that's why outlining with the black first is important, because it just helps you to basically visualize where you don't need white paint. So I'm just applying that pretty thick onto the skin just so that it's nice and opaque. I'm taking a bone colored eyeshadow and I'm just going to basically set my white face paint because I'm going to do some shading and I want everything to blend really easily. Also, it'll just help it last longer, because if you just leave the face paint as is, it's still kind of wet and sticky. And then I'm just taking a translucent powder just to set everything a little bit more. And then I'm starting on the teeth. The skull teeth, I mean, you can really do whatever you want, however you want to do it. I know everybody's style is different for this when they do skull looks, but I'm just doing your typical like square tooth with a pointed top that goes into the gums, and I'm just using that same black eyeliner, gel eyeliner, to outline the teeth. And I'm just doing about 6 teeth on one side, and it is cut off a little bit because the zipper on the other side. And then I'm just going to outline that hollow part in the cheek past the teeth, where I'm going to place black, and I'm also doing it right in the corner of my forehead as well. And then just filling in my eye part with the black eyeliner. I forgot to put in my contacts. I just put them in right now. I just put in a gray contact for the skull side just for some contrast. And so I'm just filling in the parts that I had outlined. So I'm filling in the eye, the nose area, and I'm just putting a little bit of white in the middle for the nose bone. And then I'm just filling in the lips so that everything is nice and dark in any, you don't want any skin showing. And then just filling in that hollow cheek part as well with the black, so it's nice and dark. And then I'm going to do a bit of shading with the teeth. I'm just using a dark gray eyeshadow and a really, really small fluffy brush. And I'm just basically going in a point right above the point of the tooth where it would meet the middle of the gums. And I'm just doing that very lightly, just shading it away from the tooth. And then I'm taking a yellowish eyeshadow, and I'm just going to be putting that onto the actual teeth because I don't want them to look stark white. I want them to be a little bit off, kind of like the skull is, you know, dirty. It also creates some contrast from the rest of your face. It makes the teeth stand out. And then I just do some shading along the actual white part. I just do like the eyebrow and the cheeks. And then I'm just going to create the connection of the cheekbone to the jawbone. So I fill everything in with black around my face first. I just did that so I could visualize where I want to put the bone. And then I just drew it in. And then for the neck, I just went off a picture of a neck bone, and I'm just going to fill in the white first because I want the white to be stark. And so I'm just shaping that out. And the neck part honestly doesn't have to be perfect because you can just put a lot of blood over it anyways. Like if any of the parts you feel like you messed up a little bit, you could just put some fake blood on it. So I'm just going to fill that in, and then I'm going to fill in all the negative space with black face paint. And I do recommend anytime that you use a face paint, like I had mentioned earlier, definitely you want to set it. For the black face paint, I would definitely recommend setting it with a black eyeshadow, and the reason is because you don't want there to be any transfer, especially on your neck because you move it a lot. You don't want the black or white to like bleed into each other. And then I'm just going to finish the beauty part of my face. I'm not going to show all the clips, but I'm basically just going to do my makeup as usual on the other half of my face. And then I'm going to take some foundation that is the same color as my skin, and I'm just going to be covering up all of that latex and cotton that we placed down earlier around the zipper, just to make it look like it's actually my skin that's rising up. So just make sure you cover all of the white parts with the foundation, and I'm just kind of blending it out into my skin so it's all seamless. And then I'm taking this bruise paint palette, and I'm just taking the like darker red and purple shades, and I'm just putting it around the skin so it looks like it's like kind of bruised and bleeding because it's been ripped open with this zipper. So I'm just taking a stippling sponge, and I'm just stippling that all over the areas, adding a little bit more darkness where I feel like it looks good around the forehead and also the mouth. And then I like to add just a little bit of cracks just for added effect. So I added one more, and then for the blood I'm just using stage blood first, but it's a little bit too red, so I go back in with coagulated blood, which is a little more dark and thicker, and I'm just really putting that all over the zipper and then into the crack of the neck. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. I hope you like it. Let me know if you try it. I want to see your guys' looks. And happy Halloween. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye, guys.